For each Prime Warframe, accessory, vault, every Prime Access or Prime Vault that you purchase, you will receive the corresponding Prime Warframe Noggle. Yes, Prime Warframe Noggle to put in your orbiter. I was actually wondering if they were doing that last year because it didn't arrive last year, because it usually arrives at the end of the year. There was a lot of things that Digital Extreme usually do at the end of a year that they didn't do. How was Tenno Bomb for everybody? Enjoy it? Hasn't actually ran yet. So instead, they have delivered them at the beginning of the year. Harrow will not be included in this, but at least they actually gave them. I was really worrying that they wouldn't do this. Somebody is going to correct me on the order of these. I think I got it right. To be fair, I'm not really sure. All I know is Nidus was the last one. So we basically have Nezha Prime, Octavia Prime, Gora Prime, and Nidus Prime. I'm pretty sure that's the correct order, but one thing I've noticed is they're a little bit different sized from the other ones, which, if you actually look up certain lists on certain places, he doesn't exist. So as you could probably imagine, there's nothing overly amazing about them. They are just Noggles for the primed frames. I do this every year to kind of just announce that they have been released for those people who do want to log in and claim them, who actually picked up the Prime Access or the Prime Vault or whatever. But it always gets me, the details on these that you never get to see. The ring on the back of Nezha, the glass on Gora that actually made me start using some more creative colours for energy and such. That's not purple energy if you look at the back of the frame. It's actually one of those weird combination type colours. And they did actually address this in the forums just after giving it out, basically stating that they are continuing with tradition of giving out the Prime Warframe Noggles at the end of the year. Yeah. Nobody point out to Digital Extreme it's January. But I think they're getting a bit sick of people mentioning that. Tenno Bomb is running, but it's going to run in January, not December. Well, it will still run in December of 2022. It just didn't run in December of 2021 because they were concentrating on the new war. And I agree with everybody out there that mentioned this to me at the time. Tenno Bomb is something that they have, and they have ran it several times before, and the only reason they have delayed it till January and are deciding to run it is because it is a giant charity thing anyway, so they're still going to run it. But they do mention in here they are orbiter decorations. You can of course give them to your clan if you see fit, but because the pack's for sale into the new year, Harrow Noggle will not be included in this. Same as they do every year. The pack that is ongoing over the winter time at the end of the year is never included in these. So if you have bought the Prime Access, Prime Vault, whatever, you will still receive the Noggles, but you won't receive Harrow till the end of 2022. And they have got into details before that one of the reasons that these Noggles are not just added to the Prime Access or the Prime Vault or the Prime Accessories or whatever is simply down to basically it being something that people get at the end of the year, where instead of getting one every time, you basically get a few of them at once. Pretty sure it was only 3 usually. Really? Yep, that was in fact a domestic drone. They all seem to be having a bit of a issue getting out of here. Anyway, that leaves one last thing to do with these. Sell them for credits. In fact, let's sell them all for credits, shall we? It's a fair few credits, so why not? biggest giveaway that that was kind of not so true is the fact that all of the things on the left side completely disappeared. And instant trigger of everybody would be the fact that, yeah, why won't you, stupid Sentinel, the entire collection, that is all of them, bar I think I'm missing one, starts with Frost. Because I'm not jumping into the argument about how Excalibur was not the first prime frame. He was the first prime frame available to buy. Frost was never available to buy. He was the first prime frame you could build in the game, making him the first prime frame in the game, accessible to everybody outside of the Founder program. So to me, he will always be the first prime frame. And yeah, then it just kind of goes kind of in the correct order. Somebody's going to be able to look at this and tell me that there's one or two of them in the wrong place. Because I was pretty sure I got Ivora and Titania wrong and have flipped them round to where I think they're supposed to be. I'm also pretty sure that I had it right, and now it is in the wrong order. Which, to be fair, when you look at all of this, all of these Noggles, bar 3 at the 2 at the bottom. Well, technically ignoring the new 4, Titania. No, wait, they're not all available. Most of these are available. I don't think Equinox is available right now, but you can get a hold of some of these from the Prime Resurgence for 1 Regal Ire, which you have to buy with real money because it's the only way to get a hold of the Prime Noggles. And I'll just cut myself off at some point because I started to babble about the fact that this was originally a temporary replacement, hence you can see on the top shelf they actually go towards the back as they go over to the right. But for those people who are going to point this out, if we go into the shelf and put it almost level with the screen, the camera, yes, the bottom shelf Noggles do in fact go into the glass of the shelf above. You can now fix this by resizing the shelf, but I am not going to resize the Noggles so they are all different sizes. I was just really glad that they actually did them and didn't forget about them, because I was pretty sure that because they hadn't done them, they'd just forgotten about them. They haven't, and if you want them, you can log in and claim them now. Remembering these are only available if you have bought the Prime Access or the Prime Unvaulting at any point for any frame. This does include all of the Prime Noggles in existence. If you bought any of the Prime Vaulting or such in the past year, you will receive them. If you buy any next year, you will receive them next year. And with the very, very babbling, lots and lots of babbling done, we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.